Hello everyone and welcome to the first request reading. The beginning of our first request reading. I live in your basement, requested by Access World. Yeah, if you want to make a request, go ahead. Put it down below in the comments, and if I can find it, yeah. Yeah, if I can find it, I'll do it. Anyway, I live in your basement. Chapter 1. Oh, Chapter 1. That's disappointing. So many readings of so many things with the chapters having names, and now it's just Chapter 1. Anyway, let's get started. Don't do that. You'll poke your eye out. That's what my mom says, no matter what I'm doing. I told that to my friend, Jeremy Goodman, as we trotted to the playground behind our school. Jeremy laughed. Your mom only says that, Marco? I nodded and picked up the pace, keeping side by side with Jeremy as we crossed Fulton Street. Last night I had a lot of homework, I told him. I took out 3 new pencils and started to sharpen them. My mom came into the room and said, Don't do that, you'll poke your eye out. Jeremy laughed again. What does she want you to use? Crayons? I didn't laugh. It wasn't funny to me. I'm 12 years old and my mom treats me like some kind of baby. She's always warning me about everything I do. Don't climb that tree, you'll break your neck. Don't fill the bathtub so full, you'll drown. Don't eat so fast, you'll choke. She has a warning about everything. I keep expecting her to say, Marco, don't breathe so much, you'll break your nose. She drives me crazy. She constantly thinks of new ways I might hurt myself or do some kind of damage. Sit up straight or your spine won't curve. Don't make ugly faces, your face won't freeze and you'll always look like that. Don't pick your nose, your finger won't get stuck. She's also the world's expert on germs. According to Mom, everything you touch or see won't give you germs. Don't hug the dog, it has germs. Don't take a bite of Jeremy's candy bar, germs. Don't put your hand in your pockets, germs. Mom is always on guard duty, always alert, always ready to step in and warn me about something. It makes my life a little hard. She doesn't like for me to play softball with my friends. She's sure I'll break my leg. That's if I'm lucky. If I'm unlucky, I'll break every bone in my body. Do you know how hard it would be to break every bone in your body? My mom is the only person in the world who thinks people do it every day of the week. That's why I had to sneak out of the house to go play softball at the playground with Jeremy and some other kids from my school. It was a warm, sunny day. The green lawns along Fulton Street all glowed in the sunlight. The air smelled fresh and sweet. It felt so good to be jogging down the sidewalk with Jeremy, looking forward to playing a game, laughing and spending time with friends. School had let out early because of some kind of teachers' meeting. I hurried home and dropped off my backpack. The house was empty, except for Tyler, my dog. He's part Cocker Spaniel and part we don't know what. Tyler was happy to see me. He licked my face. Mom doesn't like it when I let Tyler lick my face. You know why. The terrible G word. Mom was out shopping or something. Guess you forgot that I'd be home early. Such a lucky break. I changed into a ragged pair of jeans and a t-shirt. Then I grabbed my baseball glove and hurried out to meet Jeremy before Mom returned home. Marco, what would your mom do if she caught you playing softball? Jeremy asked. Warn me, I replied. She never punishes me or anything. She just warns me. My parents never warned me about anything, Jeremy said. That's because you're perfect, I teased. Jeremy slugged me on the arm. Actually, I wasn't teasing. Jeremy is perfect. He gets all A's in school. He's good at sports. He takes care of his little sister. He almost never gets in trouble. He doesn't touch anything with germs. Perfect. We passed the bus stop and crossed Fairchild Avenue. Our school came into view. It's a long, one-story building that stretches in a straight line for nearly a whole block. The walls of the school are painted bright yellow, as yellow as an egg yolk. Mom says they discuss the color a lot at parent association meetings. No one likes it. Jeremy and I jogged through the teacher's parking lot to the playground behind the building. The softball diamond stood behind the row of swings. A bunch of kids were already there. I recognized Grinny Evans and Leo Murphy. The Franklin twins were arguing as usual, standing nose to nose, screaming at each other. They're weird guys. You can never put them on the same team. You can start now, Jeremy shouted. Leon stars are here. He took off across the grass. Leo and some of the other kids called out to us. I slowed to a walk, breathing hard. Jeremy is a lot better athlete than I am. Grinny stood on the pitching mound, swinging 2 bats and talking to Lauren Blank. Grinny is always trying to prove that she's better in sports than any of the boys. She's big and strong. She's at least half a foot taller than me, and she's got much bigger shoulders. She's always pushing kids around and acting tough. No one likes her, but we always want her on our team because she can hit the ball a mile. And if some kind of argument breaks out, Grinny always wins it because she can yell the loudest. Let's get started, Jeremy declared. Who's choosing up sides? I asked. Who are the captains? Leo pointed. Grinny and Lauren. I took off running to the pitcher's mound. Grinny dropped one of the bats to the ground. She had the other one in her grip. I guess she didn't see me. As I ran up to her, she pulled the bat back and swung it with all her might. I saw the bat move, but I didn't have time to duck or move out of the way. The bat made a loud thunk as it slammed into the side of my head. At first, I didn't feel a thing. The ground tilted up, but I still didn't feel anything. Then the pain exploded in my head. Exploded, exploded, exploded. Everything flashed bright red. So bright, I had to shut my eyes. I heard myself shrieking, neighing like a horse. A shrill wail I never heard before. And then the ground flew up to swallow me. Well, that was quicker than usual. But anyway, that's the first chapter. And as this is the final recording, or well, the final bit of anything before Christmas, Merry Christmas,